Hi, and welcome to Craft Along with Jay. I am so happy you could join me today. Today I'm participating in the Talented Creators Challenge. The hosts are DIY with Aria and Lowly D's Creations, and the guest host is the Busy Housewife. When you're done with this video, don't forget to go down in my description box and check out the playlist. Okay, for DIY number one, we're going to use this little flower pot I've had for a very long time. Some floral foam, some rub-on transfers. I got those for Walmart. Just some flower picks that I got from Temu a long time ago, and some um, moss. But I ended up not using the moss; it wasn't needed. Oh, and the theme for this challenge is summer flowers. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna use my little rub-on transfers and add some flowers around my flower pot. These are beautiful rub-on transfers and they're supposed to be good for the surface of this little flower pot. But man, the struggle was real. I had a hard time getting them transferred. But once I got it done, it is looking beautiful. I love it. And here it is halfway around. And I still got the other half to do. And after a very long time, here they all are. I think they look very pretty. Then I'm just taking some floral foam and stuffing it into my little pot. And then I'm going to cut my picks down so I can kind of mix and match them. And they're very pretty flowers. So we should be done cutting them down here in a second. There we go. And then we're just going to arrange them in our little flower pot. And I'm trying to figure out which one to use first, which one is longer, which one is shorter. So I kind of know how to arrange them. I'm not very good at arranging flowers, but I do try to do my best though. And I guess that's all that matters. It does look very nice at the very end, you'll see. But here I'm just arranging them in there. And you can really use any flower pick that you want in here. They will all go very well with the rub-on transfers. I've had these for a long time and haven't really had a project where I wanted to use them in, so I thought this one would do. And I'm glad I chose these. It looks very, very nice. I think the color combination is very beautiful too. So we just keep arranging them in there and put it back in my little stand. So that's what it looks like. Let me know what you think about this one. I think it's very cute. And there we go. And then on to project number two. I'm going to use some antique wax and I'm going to stain this little welcome sign. And I got this wood book from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to paint that with French lilac. It's a very pretty purple color. I'm going to do the sides and the back, not the front. And I got these little flowers, resin flowers from Walmart a long time ago. And we're going to use some of them today. And then this pick and, what is it called? Peel and stick. Um, yeah, peel and stick wall decor thing, I think. And I'm going to add that onto my little wood book. I think it's peel and stick wallpaper, if I'm not wrong. That's what I think it's called. And I'm just kind of measuring and I'm going to cut out a piece that would fit. And then I'll just add it to the front of my little wood piece. It's got some very pretty flowers on them. I love the colors. And then I'm just smoothing it out, making sure that there are no bubbles or wrinkles, anything in them. And then I'm just gonna sandpaper the excess off around the edges. And I'm just gonna figure out the placement of my decor pieces. And it had a little bit of that coral color in the design, so that's why I chose those four colors just to kind of pull that out from the peel and stick. And here I go. I think I got it situated. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna use some Titebond wood glue, and I'm gonna brush that onto my welcome sign. Yep, we'll get that done in a second. And then I'll put that back onto my sign, my wood sign. And then I'm gonna take this white or ivory colored jute twine, and I'm just gonna wrap it around my four fingers, about, I don't know, 5 or 6 times or so. And then I'm gonna pull it off my fingers, and I'm cutting another piece because when I take them off, I'm gonna squeeze it in the middle and then tie another piece of jute twine around it. And I'm gonna make two pieces like that. Just gonna make sure like it's tied in the middle, and then I'm giving it a double knot, and then cut off the excess string. And here I got two of them. And then when you lay them on top of each other like that, it looks like a little flower. And that was the purpose of doing them like that. So I'm going to glue the first piece on the corner of my little wood block, like so. And then I'm going to do the other one, going the other direction. Yep, like so. And then I'm going to take a little button to put on top of it as the middle part of my flower. I did pick a purple one here, which is very pretty, but you'll see in the finished view that I'm changing out the button to something that looks closer to the color of the coral flowers, the resin flowers. I didn't like the combination of how it looks here. So you'll see in the finished view, I've switched that out. And I'm happy that I did. I think it looks so much better. But I think this is a cute little um, shelf sitter. Very spring, very summery, beautiful flowers. There we go. And it can stand on its own. No need to put any Jenga blocks in the back. All right, project number 3. I kind of got inspired by something I saw on Pinterest for this one. So I'm going to give credit to Pinterest. I can't remember where I saw it. I just kind of scrolled through. So in the flower pot you see here, I am going to go a size down. This one was a little bit too big. I'm going to use brown, pale daffodil, and plaster. The first thing I do is paint 6 beads, wooden beads with the plaster and one with the pale daffodil. And then I'm also doing another 6 beads that's with the pale daffodil and one brown times 2. And then I'm going to string the white beads first, all 6 of them. There we go. So eventually I'll tie it together at the end. So you have like a little bit of a circle right there. And then I'm going to take the yellow bead and I'm going to glue that into the middle. And this looks like a daisy, or supposed to. So I'm going to glue, uh, um, on each side of the bead and just kind of push that into the circle and it will glue itself to um, the white beads. And I just did the sides only, um, not on the other sides where the holes of the beads are, because the glue would just go into the hole and not glue itself to the other beads. So make sure you glue it on the side of the bead. And then I got this skewer that I painted with Kelly green, and I'm gonna, so for this one, I glue that into the bead, the yellow bead. And then I'm gonna tie um, the twine at the bottom. This was the harder way of doing it. This was the first time I made these, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But when I do the other two, there is an easier way. You'll see. But this is the hard way. It still works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a matter of kind of figuring out what works better and save yourself a little time. So here I'm going to tie it up and I'm doing a double knot to keep it in place. And the stems of the flowers will kind of cut down when we get to the point of arranging them into the flower pot. Because I'm going to have them in 3 different sizes so you can see them all. So this is what it looks like. I think it's super cute. So now we're going to do the same thing, but just a little bit easier with the yellow one. So I strung 6 of the beads and then I tie them. So much easier to keep track of and nothing is going to come untied and roll off the string. So got that done. Then I'll take one of the brown beads and I'll glue that into the middle. Excuse me. Allergies are acting up these days. So here I'm showing you I'm going to do the sides, not on the ends where the holes are. And I'll just press that right down into that circle. It looks like a little sunflower. That's what it looks like. And then you take another one of the skewers. I think I used 1.5 skewer because the first one I broke in half and use them. And here I'm just going to glue it to the back of the flower, like so. And that's what it looks like. And this was so much easier to do. And that's how I'm going to do the last one as well. And here you can see I have them in 3 different sizes. And I put some floral foam into my little pot. And I'm going to take some Spanish moss and I'm going to glue that onto the top of the floral foam, like so. And just be careful when you press it down. It's very hot. Ask me how I know. If you have finger protectors, use them. Yep, here I'm looking for mine. And I have about 3 or 4 of them, so there's really no excuse for me not to use them. And then you just arrange them into your little pot. And I think this is my favorite in today's video. I just love these little flowers. I may have to make some more. Let me know what you think about this one as well. And what I end up doing too with the flower pot, I was kind of contemplating painting it or not. What I decided to do was just white distress it a little bit, not much, just a little bit. And here's the finished view. So here are all my little flower projects, all in different forms, and I think they're all very cute. Although I do think my little bead flowers are my favorite. Let me know which one is your favorite. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't done it yet, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Until next time.